Hello everyone, this is BCS Buster. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 13-2. Well, we only have one fragment left to get, and it's the fragment here where we have to get one of every monster in the game. Now, I'm not going to actually go through all of them and show you how to get every monster in the game, because that would just take too long. But before doing that, I want to return to Serendipity, and I want to get some more of the fragment skills that we were missing earlier. While we're heading to Serendipity, I'll talk a little bit about what I'm going to do today. So as I mentioned, the final fragment is getting every monster in the game. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to post, or what I would suggest you do, and this is the best way to do it, is go to GameFAQs, www.gamefax.com, and there you'll be able to get a list of every monster in the game, as well as where they line up on your bestiary. Then all you have to do is just see which monsters that you fought versus which monsters are missing. And then you can just look through a walkthrough there, and it'll pretty much let you know where the monsters are, how to find them. Now, let's get these fragment skills here first, and then we'll talk about what's coming next.
You too are worthy in the eyes of the goddess. That is the reason you are bestowed with such a great number of fragments.
And we get mobile log. That's nice. Is that anything else? Is that it?
If you present me with any fragments you obtain, I will offer you some guidance.
Oh, I thought we got more than that. Okay, that's no problem. So the fragment skills, essentially what that does is basically Mog just returns back to you quicker. And that is what it is. So now all we're doing is missing the final fragment, and that'll allow us to get the last two fragment skills. Anyways, what I was saying earlier is, most of the monsters that you're missing are going to be from, at least in my playthroughs, have been through the stormy, no, I'm sorry, the yellow variation kind of I guess it's the stormy one maybe? No, it's the windy variation, that's what it is. The windy variation in the Archelt Steppe. Between that one and the stormy variation where the sky is yellow and the sky is purple, that's where you're going to get most of your monsters, your undead Seath. And that's really where you're going to get the most. And the reason that's the case is those monsters usually beat your ass pretty early on in the game. So what I'll do is, the other thing that you're going to want to do, actually let's do this. Let's see, I'll go to the Archelt Steppe and I'll show you this. And I'll show you what I'm talking about, some of these monsters. And we'll get everything all set up. Now, I should be on the stormy one, because I believe the last time I was here I had to face Yomi. So we should be exactly where I want us to be. Now, and what I would suggest doing is turning on Battle Mania, which allows you to fight the really rare monsters. And that's usually what you're going to need to do, is just fight all the rare monsters. And then, so from there you can do that. And then you can also turn on the high encounter rate, and you should be able to get these monsters in a fairly short amount of time. And this will also allow me to show you my favorite chocobo music that you can use. Because one of the fragment skills we got was adjusting the chocobo music. So we'll go through and do that. We ever get to the Archelt Steppe. You get to the Archelt Steppe. Oh yeah, because I was doing this level back. That's right. Okay. All right. Let's head back to the camp. Back there. Because I don't need to do any more component farming. You can do some component farming if you want, but I don't think I need to do that. Alright. Now we need to throw the switch. I want to say if I haven't been to the switches for a while, it usually messes me up. Knowing my luck, I'll probably get the sunny one, the one that I don't want. But we'll see. Of course it is. Of course I get the one that I don't want. BCS Universe, this is my luck. Like, my luck equals 0, basically. So let's throw the other switch, and it will at least give me one of the weather phenomenons that I want. And just the purple one. Okay, perfect. This will work. Because you fight a lot of undead Seath here in this area. So, okay. Now what we're going to want to do is go hop on a chocobo. Hump a chocobo. That's great, BCS Buster. Way to keep it classy there.
A new path will open only to those
All right.
who pass the test of strength that's sealed within the test.
Now what we want to do is let's get the right chocobo music going. So, Fragment Skills, chocobo music. I believe chocobos of Pulse is the one I want now that I think about it. Let's make sure that's right. Jump on the chocobo.
There you
Yep,
go.
this is it. And this is the chocobo music from Final Fantasy 13, and I love this music. This is my favorite. I'm just gonna let it play because I just love this music. Yeah, this is great chocobo music. I just love it. So, okay. So then you can let it play if you want to, but I guess let's see if I can show you some of the other ones. See if it'll let me, see if it'll do that here. Yeah, the chocobo is a cocoon. So this is the chocobo music you get when you're getting ready to do some chocobo racing, which I don't really want to go over chocobo racing because I don't think it's that important. Crazy chocobo. And here's where you're riding on the red chocobo there. So there's that. And then finally, chocobo race. Oh, never mind. This is the chocobo race. This is the chocobo race music. Just kidding. Okay, cool. So anyways, there's enough of that. So I just wanted to show you some of those different things there. So let's get on Chocobos of Pulse, which is my favorite. Okay, enough of that. All right, let's jump off. Now we want to do some actual fighting. So let's get the Fragment Skills going. And we want more enemies and attract tougher enemies. Okay, now I should be able to get some of the monsters that I want to complete some of the bestiary. And basically, let's see, let me make sure my paradigms are right. Oops, no. I always mess that up. Yes, that's what we want. Okay, very good. Okay, I think this will work. Now here's the new enemy here, the Malabranch. Now we haven't fought this, but these guys hit hard, as you can see. See? Pretty much what you're going to want to do here is, and all these enemies are going to be tough. So what you want to do is try and build the chain gauge, and if you're really powered up, you should be okay. And some of these monsters, like, see, he's got a 999 chain gauge. So I would say there's no point in trying to build the chain gauge. So only build the chain gauge if you need to. And then switch over to your triple comms and go all out. Especially with a powered up Chichu, he's going to go nuts. Now you want to try and defeat some of these monsters real quick because they've got some weapons that will kick your ass. Like, look at him, he's pulling a sword out of him. Woo! Yeah! He'll be able to start doing a ton of damage. Got it. And there's a new enemy for our bestiary. So that's kind of how it's going to work there. So, and again, what you can do is just go through all the different, monsters that you need and look up where to face. Download a walkthrough, look up where to face them, and then you can face them and defeat them there. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you one more rare monster that I tried to fight earlier but was unsuccessful. And I will meet you in Erba. It's 200 AF. And when I said 200 AF, what I really meant was 400 AF, which is where I am. So, okay, now I'm back here in this area. I've got my more enemies on. I've got Battle Mania on, so equip the harder enemies. So let's see if I can find the monster that I want. And you'll know when you find a BCS Universe. Trust me. Let's see if we can find it. Yeah, more enemies, tougher enemies. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Hopefully this enemy will show up. Ah, there he is. Yeah, we remember we tried to face this guy earlier and we're unsuccessful. So let's give it another shot. Now we're going to go run one against Rasputin. All right. Now, first thing we want to do Try and stagger him. Actually, you know what? I lied. We want to try and get some debuffs on this guy first. This guy's got a lot of HP. Try and get some debuffs going. And D-shell, that'll work. Alright. See if we can get any more debuffs going on. Okay, now occasionally he'll send some Seath out. And mess with you. Now we want to try and take those things out as quickly as possible. So we want to try and take them out quickly. There we go. Yeah, but then eventually you want to make sure that you're still attacking Rasputin occasionally, so that you can keep the chain gauge going. You got to build that chain gauge as quickly as possible. All right, come on, dagger. Thank you. Now let's go all out. Now, fortunately, you can do a lot of damage if you've got the triple commando going. You know what? I'm gonna need to take a round of heal. I'll do that real quick before Sarah goes down. There we go. I just need to get her unpoisoned. If we could be unpoisoned, that would be most helpful. Thank you. Now let's go back up. Okay, you know what? Stop and now. No! No! Am I gonna get this off? No, I think I'm not gonna get this off. Dang it. I wanted to get a limit break going. But that's my fault. I messed that up. I hardly ever use limit breaks in PCH Universe, so that's why I never really get them going there. Okay, again, build the chain gauge. And then we'll go from there. Yeah, and as he goes, he'll start to use some more powerful attacks. And then again, as soon as his monsters come out, you want to take them down first. Okay, let's see if we can get one more debuff on him. That'd be nice. Okay, there we go. Well, I didn't get the debuff, but that's fine. We'll just do damage, and I'm totally okay with that. Look at all the damage, especially with Chi-Chi. Yeah, he's got armor breaker there. Oh, dang it. Take him out quickly. Maybe. There we go. Okay, now let's go back and rest. Okay, let's go back in him so that we can get the limit break going. And let's do it this time. Right. Yeah, unleash your limit break there. There we go. Cool. All right. Ooh, we definitely need to. Oops. We definitely need to get around and healing going for sure. I don't think I meant to have him as a sentinel, but that's fine. Get some healing going. There we go. All right. Okay, and that's basically the plan for Rasputin, is just to go all out and just keep repeating this pattern until he goes down. So again, if your characters are really built up pretty strong, then this should not be a problem. So just pretty much just do your basic strategy of, let's get some debuffs going on him. Basically just do your basic strategy of getting the chain gauge going, debuffing him. When he's staggered, go to your triple commando, and then just go from there. And that's pretty much the plan. So, okay, so I'll just finish this up now, and I will be back once I have defeated this monster. Ooh, in peril, that will be helpful. All right, got him. That's how you do it. You have 15 minutes to beat him, and I can usually beat him in about almost 9. But 50,000 Christensen points for that, so that's pretty awesome. Ooh, and some Scarlet types, but And there you go. And that's how you beat Rasputin. So I just want to show you that. So, okay. I'm going to return to the Historia Crux, and then we'll talk for a little bit. But honestly, BCS Universe, that's it. That's all there is to do in Let's Play. Actually, no, I'm sorry. There's one more thing I'm going to do. I'm going to load you a perfect game, because I have a perfect game loaded in a different save state. So I'm going to load that for you and then show you some of all the different fragment skills and things we can do. So let me do that for you, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and now I have gone through and I've got all 160 fragments. And here's some of the fragment skills that you get. Field Killer. What this does is if you're going against a really weak enemy, you can just shoot him right down in the field. So that's kind of cool. And then the other one is the Eyes of the Default Speed. So basically you can manipulate the overall game speed. So let me show you some of those here. Let's take an example. We're in an easy area. And New Bodom. Here's a good one. Once I did New Bodom, and I'll put some of these skills to use. So like I said, I went through and I've got all the fragment. I guess I can show you what that fragment is. Once we eventually get there, and I'll show you how to do that. But you know, after I show you these things, that's pretty much going to be it with this LP, because unless you really want me to show you Chocobo Racing, and if you do, I'll show it to you, but it's really, in my opinion, Chocobo Racing in this game is really pointless. And it's certainly not like it was in Final Fantasy VII. That is where you shined, was there. So, okay. All right, let's try this. So fragment skills, let's see if I can get this to work. One-shot enemies, that's fine, I don't care about that. And then, okay, let's start with this. See if I can get this to work. Yeah, see, you just take him right down. Against the really easy enemies, you just take him right down. Jump down. Boom. Haha. So against the really easy monsters, you can just whip through them like that. Suckers. I love that. Now, let me show you the other one. Now, if you set the default speed to low, all of a sudden you're playing the game in slow motion. Yeah. See, look at that. That's crazy, isn't it? So you can hear their dialogue slows down. So this is kind of like... It's kind of like a... See, the music is still the same though. So it's kind of like in a GoldenEye 64 where you have a slow, or what is it called? Slow motion or something like that. But now let's see what happens when you do high speed. Whee! Yeah, you can just motor through everything. Go, no! And see, the dialogue gets kind of quick too if you listen carefully. So you can still one-shot these enemies, so there you go. So I think that's just kind of funny. Now see a battle in fast motion. Yeah, see everything and just kind of just motors like that. So anyways, I think that's kind of interesting. So I just wanted to show you that. All right, let's get everything back to the way it was. Default speed. Oops, no. More monster crystals are good. Yeah, there you go. So that's what we want first. There you go. Okay. And now to wrap this thing up, I want to do this on my Chocobo. Let's go find my Chocobo. I don't care about you. I'm not going to fight you because I don't care. And let's jump on my Chocobo. And because I love this music, this is how we're going to end. So, well, BCS Universe, that's it. That is the end of Let's Play Final Fantasy 13-2. I started this about a year ago, and now it's over. So I hope you've enjoyed this LP. I know it wasn't as popular as some of my other main ones, but I really wanted to create one of the best walkthroughs of this game on the internet, and I think I've done it. I really do. I think with the way that I sequentially go through and create and get the right monsters and put it all together, I'm very, very proud of this work, and I hope that you've enjoyed it as well. Like I said, if you want me to do Chocobo Racing, I will, but it's really, really pointless, and I really don't think any need to do that. So I hope you've enjoyed this side LP as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. And until the next time we meet, this is BCS Buster signing off. Don't forget to like me on Facebook, Follow me on Twitter at BCSWesterLP. Check out my blog. Check out my donations page. And as always, take care, y'all. Yeah, it's great music. I just love it.